It's Bob Ross's birthday. And to commemorate such a great man's birthday, today we are going to be recreating one of his paintings in Minecraft. Now, do I have the skill to recreate his paintings? Probably not. But we're going to try either way because I think it'd be a really fun idea. I think it'd be great to do it on his birthday. It was an idea, to be honest, I had before I realized it was his birthday, but it just happened to be his birthday, and I just thought it would work out great. But either way, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be great. And I really think it's going to be just an exciting video for everyone, especially to commemorate such a great man with all of his great paintings. So let's get straight into it, guys. All right, here we are in the world. As you can see, we just have a stone block. Very exciting, you know, very detailed. Look at that. Minecraft did a good job. But besides the fact that we're on just a stone block, I want to create with my bare hands and a large help of World Edit an entire platform with a built sky and built clouds and everything. With World Edit, I want to build the entire structure of this painting exactly how Bob Ross does it in his video, and we're basically going to see if I have the capabilities to remake Bob Ross's paintings in Minecraft. If I have that skill and ability, we'll find out. Minecraft has a very large assortment of blocks that I can choose from to get some details and colors and a splash of whatever, and we're going to use some World Edit, and we're going to build this platform. Now, I wanted to do a 2D painting as well, but I think I'm just going to stick with the larger painting, and we'll see how long the video is, because I think the 3D painting would be a lot more fun. But yeah, let's find what video we're doing, and let's basically just get right into it. You know, we don't really need to be waiting for anything. We could just start right away. There's so many to choose from. I'm scared that I'm going to pick one that's going to be so difficult, but there's so many options, so it's not like I'm going to go wrong with any of them. It's Bob Ross. You can never go wrong with Bob Ross. I spent about 40 minutes straight making this big cube that you stand at this exact point to get a good view of the entire painting. We're going to be using this as a reference a lot throughout the build to make sure we're on point and following the tutorial correctly. We had to restart the entire build just because I was realizing we chose one that would be biting more than we can chew. Well, more than I can chew, I guess. Because it had all these extra details. There was lots of different colors in the sky, and there was like sunsets. I'll set a picture of... And this is what mine looked like when I gave up. We might try that one in a different video if we try this again, you know, depending on how this goes. But for right now, we're going to try a more calm video. This one has more of a solid blue sky, got some fluffy clouds and some mountains. It's nothing crazy. It looks like something that you might even find in normal Minecraft. Now, he was just mentioning that he mixed all the white into the painting canvas. We can't do blending, obviously, since we have solid blocks. We can't really blend them really. For copyright reasons, I'm going to have to toss the video in the bottom corner, and then I'm just going to be building a little bit as he's kind of playing in the corner saying what we're about to build, and then I'll start talking about the actual build while I'm building it, if that makes any sense.
Let's start right up in here, and we'll use little crisscross strokes. Try to pull though from the outside in, shake off the excess, and then just beat the devil out of it, see? And then very lightly. There we go.
To make short story long and to make more sense of whatever we just witnessed, we're essentially just going to be making a large blending pattern of blue into the sky, and then after that we're going to be bringing the water in, and then we're also going to fluff in some clouds. Now the sky is going to be real easy. We just have this pixelated like checker pattern that fades and gets less and less as it goes up and as it goes down, and we'll kind of have that in between every layer to bring some of the colors from each layer into the layer above and below, just to kind of mix them all together and give it this sort of fade. Hopefully seeing the block patterns here, you get more of an understanding of what I'm trying to talk about. Basically, we literally just alternated the colors in between each layer to give it this weird 8-bit feel. If we had more colors to work with, it would have looked a lot better, but we worked with what we had, and we managed to get this all right looking fade. All we had to do for the next step was struggle to learn how to use the copy mode for World Edit. I haven't used World Edit in so long, I didn't know that whenever you type copy, it copies it from the current location that you're at. But we just copy and pasted the wall all the way down. Later on, we do continue it down the walls as well. The walls were really kind of like the last step because we wanted the main thing to be looking forward. But yeah, you can see here I'm just copying and I'm pasting and copying and pasting, copying and pasting. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the walls were magically done. Wow, look at that. Don't they look faded and blended and crazy? Not really. I'm kidding. I really like the walls, but I think they could have looked a lot better if I had some more color selections. One thing I might look into next time if I do this again is looking into a mod that I can kind of really change the colors of a lot of things so I can get really specific colors, and then I could really get into making it look like it's just like a pixelated version of Bob Ross's paintings and the colors would be almost exact. But now we're getting, as you can see here, straight into the water. The water gave me a headache trying to figure out the pattern, because I wanted to make it look like it was a really, really long blend. Honestly, I'm not even going to get into the specifics about how we did the water because I ended up changing it about 3 or 4 different times. You'll just kind of see it change different colors and stuff as we get throughout the entire episode. I'll show you what it looks like after it's fully done before we add the mountain and clouds. And magically, again, the water is done as well. As you can see, it looks a little too white in the center. It becomes a huge issue later. There's too much bright white in the center and it looks like ice. So I do end up changing that. That's like one of the first things, or like that's one of the biggest changes I make. But after that, we're going straight into making the clouds because I was just tired with working on the water. Like I said, it gave me a huge headache. Now, with the clouds, I went through so many different options. I wanted to build them by hand. I wanted to build them out of concrete and ice and using like the world edit like sphere thing, which after doing that one, it literally looked like a tidal wave of ice and snow and everything like that was coming towards the canvas, which looked horrendous. So I ended up just going the old school Minecraft way and I just rebuilt the whole thing out of just cobwebs and made the cobwebs use the Minecraft Light Engine to learn how to do the shadows and everything like that. I really went the easy route. It looks kind of weird at the beginning, but trust me, in the end, it comes out fantastic. Also, really weird side note, did you know that World Edit, you can actually change light and like make like light blocks? That's how I made the little intro Happy Birthday Bob thing. I literally made a wall with level 15 light with no light sources. I don't know how long this has been in there. Look at the way the sky looks. Look at how bright you can make it. Now, mind you, I know this looks weird. This looks like a little kid's drawing, so I know that's too bright. I do end up changing it and I make it more dim, but look at that. You can literally change the way the light levels work and you can change them artificially. I love that. And I literally use this throughout a lot of the build and you'll see how I used it in a lot of different ways in a little bit. Real quick before we run to the next step in the video, I just wanted to give you guys a quick shout out, a thank you. I just hit 40 subscribers, so thank you. And I also wanted to say thank you again for the 505 people that watched my video. That is crazy to me because you can see here, this one got 35 views, this one got 21. I really appreciate it. And before I let you go again, check out my best friend's channel here. His name is Aries Storm. His real name is Mark. He has 20 subscribers and he literally only has 6 views on his most recent video. He's got 48 views on this video, which was so fun to make. I would not be making YouTube if it was not for this guy. So go give him a thank you. Go give him a subscribe. Go watch his videos. Go give him some love and support because this guy is literally my best friend. We have some videos coming out soon. Go check out his Instagram. Check out his TikTok and everything. And let's get back in with the video. And with that being said, the sky is officially done. So let's go straight to the tutorial and let's watch the next few steps.
You have to make an almighty decision. Where's your mountain live? I think he's going to live. He is now. Right there. This was a dry canvas. You'd be in Agony City right now. And let's put some snow on this mountain. So let's go right here. Touch, no pressure. Just the weight of the knife. No pressure. Pretend that if you're not careful, your hand will just literally float away. Always follow the angles that you've created in your mountains. See there? Isn't that easy? We got a happy mountain.
Alright, so as you saw there, we're on the most nerve-wracking part of the entire episode, which is making the actual mountain. Now, as you see here, I'm placing these weird stone blocks. It's kind of the same thing that I showed while he was talking. I'm getting these points of reference for this convex command, where with the wand, you select these blocks, and then you type in like whatever block you want to set it as, and it's supposed to make a pyramid or like a cone shape as close to the selected points as possible. It worked really well for getting a majority of the mountain done. I used it for like 5 or 6 different points, and you'll see right here that we have all 5 or 6 of these different points. And it's this kind of wide, weird looking wonky mountain. I don't really think it came out like fantastic, but I think it came out pretty well compared to anything I could have made with my bare hands. So we're gonna work with it. um and then I ended up switching, or what do you call it, I ended up using this paintbrush type of tool that you can use with World Edit. And the paintbrush tool, it's supposed to kind of add this thin layer of blocks over a surface, but the issue is because my surface was so jagged, I'm pretty sure it started making it have a lot of issues. So it really didn't come out too well. But we ended up working with it. We used it to paint a majority of the areas, and this is around where I found out that you can also paint with light, and you can use light sources to paint with the light. So I literally used the light to add shadows and add direction of light on top of the snow that we used for the mountain. Oh, was that a good idea or what? Dude, what? That looks crazy. And then after we fixed the lighting on the mountain and everything like that, all we had to do was go through all of the mountain peaks, and we had to smooth out the snow to make it look a little more uniform. Now, when I say that, it was not an easy task. It took forever to finish that, but that was basically the next step of action. And then after that, we just made sure the light was more uniform so that we can get this solid mountain. We changed some blocks around to make sure they were all accurate, and this is what we were left with. To me, the mountain is probably the most breathtaking part of the entire build. And after this, we started immediately changing the colors and the tones of the water here to make it a little more aqua and make it look like it's actually water. It looks like ice right now, especially with the big snowy mountain in the background. And I'm using Bob Ross's picture for reference here. See how blue it is on the outside and how it's a little white on the inside. I really wanted to change that. And after I changed that, that's whenever we got to the final steps of getting the foliage done.
Looks like just the tops of thousands of little trees far off in the distance. Maybe there's another little footy hill, and he lives right here. By being a little darker, it stands out. As things get closer to you in a landscape, they should get darker in value, darker in color. Maybe you want to come right in here and put the indication of another one.
No. Okay, we're gonna pause that there. We're gonna pause that there because I have an idea. Oh, because we're running out of space, you know. We might need to extend the ground, which I didn't really want to do. I didn't really want to modify the ground itself after I already made the thing. But I want to do something that I might end up undoing. Yeah, basically I ended up undoing that thing that I wanted to do. It was a really cool idea in my mind, because in my head I was like, what if I add these gray glass layers, and then I add the leaves in front of it, and then I add more glass layers, but then it decided to look like this. Oh god, that looks horrible. Never mind. We're not doing that at all. Oh my. Okay, what I was gonna do is I was gonna do that fog effect that you get the glass and you put glass layers on top of each other and stuff like that. But oh my, is it because I think it's because my resource pack, because I have the connected textures resource pack since I'm using fabric. But that's what it look. Oh no, it still does it. Oh, that's ugly. It's my shaders. No, it still does it. It's just ugly. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks horrible. So in the end, I thought of something that I personally think was just ingenious. What I did is I placed the leaves down and then I changed the biomes for the specific layers of leaves, and it gave different values, and it really did look good. But then out of nowhere, I just decided, why keep them different leaf values if I could just have different sets of leaves that are different colors in the first place? And then it came out to this weird conglomeration of like different colored oak leaves and birch leaves and spruce leaves, and it did look good at the end, like, don't get me wrong, but it didn't come out how I anticipated it coming out. And even funnier, after I finished the layers, I realized they weren't tall enough either, so I'm sitting here building this mountain of leaves to try to get it as close to Bob's painting as possible. So we're both getting close to his painting and straying so far away from it because we have yellow and green and dark green leaves and mountains of leaves. I don't even know what's going on at this point, but I think it looks good. I mean, look at how these leaves came out for the background. And just so you know, I searched for the next step. I couldn't really find it, but all he did was the same thing as the leaves, but he did them with like these pine and spruce types of leaves. And what I'm doing here is I'm making 3 separate layers, and I'm pre-selecting their heights. Right here I made it way too tall. I don't know what I was thinking, because whenever you look back at Bob's painting, they hardly cover the first layer of leaves. So I made them way too tall. But my point is I made these 3 separate layers of leaves that kind of make their way down. And the reason I chose 3 separate layers was to make this sense of depth, that these pine trees, they're close to you, but they're still far away, so you can almost see them kind of making volume, but they're not their own individual objects yet, was what my mindset was for this. I think it came out pretty good, because they slowly slope down into the center, and it looks like they get further away, and it looks like they were thick and then thin, and like it goes around the lake at the end. It was really fun to make. I don't know how I keep managing to literally lose the footage for these, but I just ended up going back into the clip here, and let me put the actual like computer audio up so you can hear what Bob is saying. But I just went to the video, and I'm doing this now. Literally, this is as I'm editing it. So, you know, here's the clip that I'm building right now.
Now let's have some fun. When I was a traditional painter, one thing that used to drive me crazy was reflections. Watch here on a wet canvas, so all you do is grab it and pull it down. Just grab and pull down, straight down. Where the trees are taller, pull down a little further. 3 hairs and some air. Just go across. Come straight into the canvas, push very firmly, and just cut in a happy little water line. Individual strokes should be straight. Otherwise, your water's going to look like it's running right out of your painting and get your floor wet. Then you're going to be upset with me. We want you to be happy.
And there you have it. Right now, we're already creating the water line, and you can see we're tossing some white concrete in there. That's supposed to be where the water is supposed to separate from the thing. We do end up covering that over, and we put a lot of reflections in there. I love the reflections that I did on this. I think it was really funny. It was a dumb idea that I had, that I was like, oh, what if I did this? I didn't recreate the entire thing upside down, and I didn't just let shaders create its own reflections. I literally just tossed leaves inside the water, like on the ground of under the water, and made it look like reflections. And I literally kept messing with it the entire painting until the very end, and it came out looking like it was actually a reflection. And yeah, we just threw some normal water in there. Later on, we do copy the floor pattern and we paste it under the water so that it continues that actual floor pattern, because whenever Bob made the actual pattern in the blend and whenever we made the blend, it was supposed to be for the water, but then we just decided to cover with actual water. So I did bring it over. You can't really tell too much that it's there, but I did bring it over.
Corner. And you sort of make those bristles bend downward. Let's put a happy tree that lives right here. Touch and give it a little push. Just bend the bristles. When you have this kind of power, you can move lakes anywhere you want them. And here, all I'm doing is putting in some dark color. We'll come back and we'll highlight all these. Let's put some leaves on this. This is what begins bringing this painting alive. Put another happy little bush. Let's go over here on the other side. Now you have to start making some big decisions.
I don't like big decisions, Bob.
Trees that live in here. And maybe there's a happy little path. See how easy a little path is to make? Now to set this path down into the painting, watch here. Push a few little bushes that come right over it. And we'll take a liner brush, a little bit of paint thinner on it. Let's sign this, we'll call it finished.
And now we're really reaching the final stretch of the video. You can see I'm already here placing the spruce where the pine trees are going to be hiding in the background. And after that, we get building basically the land where all the bushes are going to sit. I wanted to make an artificial hill that would basically reach out to the camera, and then it would slope its way down to the lake, so then it at least look a little bit more like a real hill. So I'd make sure that I can get the vantage points correct and everything like that. But yeah, after we get all the trees and that hill done, all we do now is we basically just throw down all the bushes. I put a lot of time. I put more than an hour worth of time just making sure these bushes looked correct. I put all the whoa, whoa, whoa. Like all the different biomes and the leaves and stuff like that. I used all the different leaves. You got jungle azalea, you got mangrove leaves in here and stuff like that. I tried to test with a bunch of different biomes to see what colors worked with what so I can make sure to get this red on the dot that he has, that little red bush hiding in the background. And even with the little pathway, I made sure the pathway looked all cute and hidden into the leaves before it hit the tree. And honestly, this was the most fun part of the whole thing aside from the mountain, but it was also one of the most difficult parts, and I think it probably came out the best because it really brought the entire painting together. But we really did basically get everything done with this painting, and I guess we're ready for the final product. And here it is, the final Bob Ross painting built in Minecraft. This thing looks insane, guys. Literally, oh my goodness. Every time I look at it, the leaves look beautiful. The background trees look great. And against the mountain, like, you literally can't go wrong. You can see I even extended the clouds on the top by the sky, and I wrapped everything around. The lake is extended. Everything just looks phenomenal. Like, I said it multiple times in this video, it's like Bob Ross himself put his spirit through me to build this. That sounded really weird, but you can see I even tested it at nighttime to see what it looks like, and I think it looks really cool at nighttime. And then I even tested what it looked like, I guess in the sunrise. I was trying to figure the time out, and I even tested what it looked like in the rain. But in the rain, it was really weird because it was like snowing and stuff like that, and it had this really weird, like, only some spots were snowing and only some spots were rainy. It was really weird, but dude, I really hope you guys like this. I think it looks phenomenal. I hope you guys think it looks phenomenal too. And I just hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. This is basically it. This is basically it. This is the final product. And yeah, so thank you for watching.